the first question is, what type of printer are you using? And this comes from a video where I was sublimating on a t-shirt. So the short answer is I am using the Epson ankle tank, and the model is the 2760. Now, I will share with you all the 2760, or the Epson Echo Tank, was not initially, the model that I have is not initially made for sublimation projects, or so it was not a sublimation tool. It was a regular inkjet printer. But I found myself beginning to get interested in sublimation. I had my Epson Echo Tank sitting, guys. It made me so mad because the ink would always dry up and it would not print my inkjet prints correctly, and it was inconsistent. So it was literally sitting collecting dust. Once I got interested in sublimation, and I discovered from YouTube University that you can convert that from inkjet to a sublimation printer, I was like, hey, why not? It's sitting here collecting dust. So I was able to easily make the conversion. I will drop the link in the video in case you are interested, from inkjet to sublimation. So that's how I actually ended up using an inkjet for a sublimation printer. And I will say, if you're in business and you're just getting started, it is definitely a great, inexpensive way to go. But I will say, as your business begins to grow, there are a lot of other options out there that may be more efficient. But I will tell you, I like that it is easy to switch out the ink. I do like that my prints do come out consistent. And so far, I really haven't had any major problems with using this inkjet ink for my sublimation prints. Now, I will tell you guys what I don't like. Because of my model, it can print a little bit slow. So I will share with you guys, I just did a batch of 100 sublimation tumblers. I was able to print 25 prints at one time. That was the number I was most comfortable with, because I'm printing 25 prints, but I also needed to do, the whole batch was 100, and these prints do take a little bit of time. If I was using a actual sublimation printer, if I was using a newer model, would have taken me less time to actually print. Now, I did plan these prints out, you know, carefully, so I was able to multitask. I was doing other stuff while they were printing, so it really didn't feel like, oh my God, I'm sitting here waiting on 100 prints. It didn't feel like that at all, because I made sure that I planned accordingly. But I will say, the prints do come out a little bit slower, and I do believe it is time for me to upgrade. I am looking to review a new printer. If you guys have any suggestions for me, go ahead and drop it in the comments, because I would love to hear from you guys. It is totally time for me to get something and do something different.